When you see greatness in another person, tell them. So I've been practicing this a lot, and it happens in just casual conversations where I see the greatness in somebody and tell them out loud. And I say that because recently I've been watching a lot of amazing people, but I think it was Ed Milet, and he was saying, ask people, what they see in you, the gifts that they see in you. And I thought, wouldn't it be beautiful if you didn't have to ask, right? Because sometimes we can't see our own gifts that people see in us. And I think it's pretty powerful when we look at each other in the eye and say, you know what, I think you're an amazing mom. Or you just have this way of communicating with people. Like my dear friend Felicia, we were talking today, and I just looked at her and I was like, you have a way of connecting with people in a calm, cool, collected way where people just feel like they know you and super comfortable with you. And she's like, really? And I was like, yes. So we sometimes don't see our greatness, but other people see our greatness all the time. And so it's a beautiful conversation that we can have with each other. And it's simple. It's super simple. And I do it all the time with my son. And we talk about it in Raise a Happy Child book that, see the greatness in your child, especially when they're struggling, especially when they are crazy on the floor in Target, kicking and screaming, especially when they look at me and say, I hate you, or you're stupid, or I don't like you, or you're mean. Take a minute to remember their greatness, because when we see the greatness or remember the greatness in the other person, we start to see them in that light, and then they see themselves in that same light. So I invite you today or tomorrow to casually, whoever you're around, let them know their greatness, what you see in them, because the more that we can spread that greatness to each other, and the more that we can start looking at each other in the eye and letting each other know how valuable we are on this planet. My friend Felicia, she's doing something really big with education. And I looked at her and I said, you are the perfect person for this. You were born for this. And she looked at me and she's like, really? And I said, yes, you were born for this. There's nobody else that can do it like you. And it's the truth. She is amazing in the education space. She's amazing all the way around, but she's amazing in the education space. And she's going to make some big changes on this planet that are going to shift everything. But we need those cheerleaders along the way. We need people to remind us of our greatness, especially when we forget. So take a minute to remind somebody of their greatness, and remind yourself of your greatness. Just look in the mirror and be like, what do I love about myself? Because if you don't do it, if you don't believe it, we can't help you along the way, right? We cannot accept anything from anybody that we don't believe for ourselves. And even with Felicia, she knows she's amazing. Sometimes we just need a reminder. So know your worth, know your value, know that you're here on purpose, and I'll be a reminder. And you be a reminder to somebody else. And then, lo and behold, the whole world starts to see their light. All right, here's to amazing conversations. And remember, conversations rooted in love change everything. Change the world. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.